There's an application called Adobe Lightroom. There's a guy on YouTube, Sawyer Hartman. He has filters for Lightroom. They look really nice, so I went ahead and got them. And I'm going to try out some pictures that I've taken. I took some pictures just for the filter, and then some other pictures that I've had. And I want to take a look at them and see how they look, how I can enhance the picture. I played around with it already a little bit. It's kind of exciting to be able to take a sort of a picture that you think looks okay, but it's actually, compared to the filter, it looks a bit flat. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so these are the presets. They all do different things. They all have different, they're all dynamic too. That's the cool thing about this. It doesn't just put a filter on top, it actually uses the stuff that's in the picture and enhances it, basically. I'm still absolutely 100% new to Lightroom. I literally installed it on my machine Thursday afternoon, and that's 2 days ago is when I'm recording this. This is a picture I took with this camera, the Canon G7X Mark II, on my walk into work. I was driving in and I saw it was a really pretty sunrise, so I decided to break out this camera when I got into work and take a few pictures. This is one of the ones that I think came out pretty good. This is a picture straight from the camera, nothing on it. This is the 35mm filter. You see, it enhances the existing light. It's more of a 35mm print, so it changes the colors and everything, so it's really nice. You can also, when you're looking at, this isn't a Lightroom tutorial, but your preview is also pretty nice. You can go right here and you see it. So this is city lights. This is like a light boosting filter. So it adds a lot of blues in here. It changes the concrete more blue. It flattens out the sky, makes it more of a peach color. This is a color boost. This is my favorite, easily. I'll put the picture too. I'll take just a static picture. You see how it changes the way the sky texture looks? It's beautiful. I love how it did that. It makes these lights, it makes the shadows a bit more dynamic. It adds more color into here. And the contrast on the buildings is a lot brighter. It makes this building pop a little bit more. I like that. This is a black and white filter. I didn't think I'd really like the black and white filter, but the contrast of color makes it look really nice. The clouds kind of get pushed back and everything in the foreground gets sharpened a bit, which I like. Whenever I take a picture, the first two things I try to dump it in here, and I'll either run color boost, the first one that I liked, or this is the Hdr Portrait. Again, it adds that, it enhances the clouds here. And this is all dynamic. That's the great thing about this filter. It adds this dynamic here, so it changes that. It makes it more of a 3D. It makes all of these colors way more, it may pop a lot more. It actually looks almost better than it did on the day, because it was a cloudy morning. That's why you get all these nice contrasted colors of the clouds coming, the sun coming through the clouds. There's another one of the flatter ones. It kind of just draws you. For this, I don't know. There's other applications for this. For me personally, I don't like it as much. This is this is more for people. If I do a skin tone thing, it doesn't really look that great, and it starts to change this, and I'm not sure exactly why it does that. It has something to do with the color range and the way the colors are arranged around the picture. But this part doesn't look too bad. Gotta undo that because it just looks weird. Ultimate Street really enhances the sun coming through. I need to just put these pictures because I'm not sure how well they'll translate on video. But I'll do that in post. And it adds, if you notice the food mart in the bottom center, the colors change through there. The self-storage in the right middle, it changes the color there. The buildings in the background of downtown do pop a little bit more, which is nice. When I don't like HDR or color boost, the Vibrant Travel is where I go to next. This Vibrant Travel doesn't work well against a small amount of color contrast, but if you have a lot, like through this picture where you have the gray of the concrete all the way to the orange of the sun, and the building, the different variations of building color, it does allow the picture to have a little bit more of a depth to it, which I like. So overall, like I said, I am barely learning how to use Lightroom. I'm more familiar with Adobe Premiere, obviously, because that's what I use to make videos, but I'm learning Lightroom. This camera, the Canon G7X, takes a really great picture. I really don't know almost anything about how to really dial in the settings on this camera. I can just put it on auto, point it to where I want it to take a picture, and then now I can use these filters to clean up whatever's going on. These are all part of the Sawyer Hartman Lightroom filters for Instagram. This is how he takes his Instagram pictures. So the hashtag is Sawyer's Insta Filters. I'll put that in the description, and I'll put the link to it below also. These are really cool. I've been wanting to get deeper into these applications. I've never played around with Lightroom, as I've said. So this gives me an excuse. It makes my pictures look really cool too, so you can't lose with that. Thanks for watching. All part of the Sawyer Hartman Instagram. Just the futility of it all is heartbreaking. These are all part of the Instagram. Oh,